Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for coming, and thank you for being so attentive this far. Here with me is the PayCheap franchise program, which we are officially unveiling tonight. This is our way of partnering with like-minded individuals to kind of really continue writing the beautiful and success story that we've started. We feel like no one is an island, and if we have to take PayCheap to become the next Amazon of Africa, we believe partnerships are actually indispensable. So we put together this program. There is a person that I wished would have been here, but she's still on her way. That's Miriam, pastor's wife. Unfortunately, she's still on her way. So the PayCheap franchise program. So the first thing to actually note is when you actually running a business or you're trying to run a business, you need to have a problem that you're solving. So what problem is it that you're trying to solve? So we've identified a plethora of issues in the domain of consumer electronics. So we have identified four major problems in the consumer electronics, parts, accessories, and repair market in South Africa, as well as the rest of Africa. So some of the problems we've identified, unfortunately, the laptop, we will just do whatever we can with this one. Okay, so we've identified four major problems. So first of all, we have a very fragmented computer electronics market in South Africa. So fragmented in the sense that we don't really have suppliers that really have like a complete range of products as well as parts in this particular okay, sorry, I'm just going to use my phone. Okay, so we have a fragmented market, and also we have a market that is poorly serviced, which means some of the suppliers that actually stock these replacement parts for consumer electronics don't actually have a complete range of parts, thereby pushing customers to actually go online and look for original equipment manufacturers. And obviously, buying from the original equipment manufacturers is very expensive. And also, it takes a lot of time for them to import these parts from abroad and service the local market. Also, there's poor visibility of the suppliers in the market, which means they don't really use the digital channels to actually reach customers, which is also something that we identified as a problem. There is also the lack of social commerce in Africa as well as South Africa. Social commerce are very advanced tools that are actually used by other much more advanced economies, especially if you look at China, and specifically look at organizations like Taobao and Alibaba. So we're actually going to leverage the power of social commerce to actually solve some of these problems in the consumer electronics market. Okay, there you go. I just need a slide for it 100%. So Ethiopia, so the question is, how are we going to solve these problems that we've identified? So we have four major solutions that we're advancing. The first solution is we're trying to provide a complete range of parts in these particular categories that we've identified. So we are providing a service by offering complete range of low-cost generic parts through our e-commerce website and a network of stores across South Africa. And we also partnering with technicians. You've heard quite a lot of them speak tonight. So we're partnering with them to make sure that when the customers come into our stores and they source these parts, we can actually repair their devices for them. We're also making sure that we have a really good digital presence, which we already have. We serve our customers through the website. You can find us at a lot of social media channels. If you Google these parts, if you search these parts on Google, we are ranking quite well as well. And we leverage also the power of Google Shopping to make sure that we are attracting a lot of traffic to the business and also to help increase the conversions. Also, we're currently experimenting with social commerce like live streaming and as well as videos as well to kind of really educate the customers about these replacement parts and accessories and also try to instill more confidence in our business. Okay, next slide. Okay, so I will hand you over to Mr. Simongele, who is going to take you through this slide.
Hi, everyone. Already introduced myself. I said I'm Slomo Lopon. Okay, obviously you need to know what type of products we're selling. Our main focus, I'd say, our main focus at the moment, I don't want to say what we're specializing, but our main focus at the moment is electronic products, which is mostly on the computer, on the gaming, on the TVs, on those devices. What we break it, because obviously we cannot just sell everything, but our main focus at the moment is the parts. If you can just look around the whole country, you can realize that the parts are very scarce when it comes to the TVs, and you are one of the guys in, I'll say the whole South Africa at the moment that are selling the parts for the TVs. And also, if you look at the gaming accessories, you also see us there, which is where we're also focusing. If you also look at the laptops in terms of the chargers, the repair parts, the DC jacks, that's where we're also focusing on. Can you put down the images? Okay, so let me just, we just need to see this slide. That's fine. We can just, okay, on the major milestone, I just want to obviously to give you the idea about the growth of the PayCheap. PayCheap was officially launched in 2016. It was, I guess why not just explain to you. Okay, it was officially launched in 2016. It was just, say, 15 square meter store. At that time, it was Pascal, I think we were only 4. In fact, he started himself alone. And then we joined later. In total, we were 4 employees. It was just a small 15 square meter. And at that time, our only focus was just the gaming accessories and the computer accessories only. Then in 2017, we decided that, okay, as much as we see now the potential, let's just try to find a new place, which now we moved into 80 square meter, which was quite big, and obviously the staff members also, we had probably 5 or 6 at that time, and now we decided, okay, we cannot keep on selling the same products. We ought to try to also increase the catalog, which now we increased it to DC jacks, to the main parts now, the main parts and accessories, also the different devices, which was now our main focus at that time. But then going to 2018, 2019, at that time obviously we're still sourcing locally. Then 2018, 2019, we realized that, okay, now the catalog has increased, but also there's still a bit of a challenge, because now we can see that, okay, there are other competitors local who are selling the same products that we're selling, but we need to try to be unique than them. Obviously now we have the product, but that everyone is selling, but the product that you're selling, the quality has to be different, number one. Also, our focus also was the matter of the pricing, because we have to be affordable than any other competitor. And then that's 2017 and 2018. It was just a matter of improving what we've already started. Then 2020, we decided that now, okay, let's try to open a new store, which we started in Johannesburg in Midrand, which Ansa was the manager at that site. But unfortunately, there was a COVID, and as you know that most businesses had to close, and we had to sacrifice that one in Johannesburg. But it was quite doing well, but obviously it was a bit of a challenge. Then 2020, we had to regroup again to think of other new strategies, because as you understand that in business there ought to be a growth, not just in the products, also with the ideas. Then we decided, okay, we can start again to come up with a new plan. Then we started again to open another store in Kempton Park, which is where IV and Yolanda, they are running now, which is quite doing well as well. And then in 2022, we decided to open new stores again now in Woodstock, and we ought to open the main branch in Paden Island, which is where we are running most of our program and the admin. So there's a, if also you may look thoroughly, you can see that now there's a growth in terms of employment, which is the challenge in the country, the employment. Also, our focus was also on the products themselves, because in 2021, our products were around 65,000. New products in varied categories. Then in 22, we reached 100,000 SKUs, meaning new products now. So there's a progress. That is why Belinda, when she said we are trying to reach Amazon, is because when you see there's a vision and there's a goal and there's a work and there's an input and there are some fruits, that's when now you start thinking, okay, I can reach that level. To some, they may think that, this is just a dream. But yes, it's a dream with a goal and with a vision and with the hard work on that. Thank you.
Okay, the next section now is to explain why it is a perfect timing to seek partnership, and also maybe to franchise the idea and to attract new partners. Why is this a perfect timing? So first and foremost, we provide a true omnichannel experience for the customers, which means we serve the customers through our website, we serve them through their mobile site, we serve them through our network of stores, and we also serve them through the network of marketplaces across South Africa. So all the touch points where the customers are looking for these products, we are actually there to serve them. Number two, if you look at the new electronic devices, they are getting more and more expensive, and there's also the growing middle class in South Africa as well as the rest of Africa, and the middle class, they want to be identified with these new devices. But unfortunately, when these devices break, the parts are very expensive. Just a screen for an iPhone 13 Pro Max can set you back about 7,000 if you were to source that from Apple, but we can supply you the same part for probably less than 4,000, because we try to source low-cost generic parts. Obviously, we also give you a warranty of at least 6 months so that you are confident when you're doing business with us. So we also have a proprietary software that we also use for cash on delivery. We believe we can also leverage this platform to kind of pick up the broken devices from the customers, repair them, and then deliver a working device to the customer. So we feel with all these things that we've put together, this is actually the perfect timing for us to franchise the idea and accelerate our growth. So this slide now, we're looking at the target market. What market are we targeting as PayCheap? So we have two segments of the market that we're targeting. The market one is tech-savvy individuals who begin their search for electronic parts and accessories online and end up buying online or in store. The second market is customers looking for repair services for their broken laptops, gaming consoles, TV, or cell phones. I must emphasize here that this is just where we decided to start. But this is not where we intend to end. We intend to also incorporate microwaves, fridges, and the whole spectrum of electronic devices. But we want to do that very strategically so that we have absolute control over what we do. Okay, so obviously we have now tried to paint the idea of what is it that we do and what market are we targeting. That would be incomplete if we don't try to size the market for you and actually let you see the potential in numbers that lies under what we are trying to pursue. So if you look at the electronics, consumer electronic market in South Africa, the size is about $7 billion US. We've tried to use US dollars just to make sure that the numbers are a bit smaller. If we were to use rands here, maybe the numbers would just be too huge to handle. So perhaps as we proceed, you can use your calculator to do the conversions, and you actually see what numbers we're talking about here. So the consumer electronics market, like I said, is about 7 billion, and that represents about 2.6% of GDP. So if we actually look at the serviceable available market, which is actually what we target with our service of actually providing replacement parts for this consumer electronics, we actually looked at a market of about $585 million US. Now, this assumption was made based on the fact that 5% of new devices will probably break within 1 year. Now, if we actually factor that into maybe a period of about 5 to 10 years, that number actually grows exponentially. But just to take a very pessimistic approach, which if it works, then it guarantees the success of the whole program. So if we also say, okay, fine, maybe the labor cost to repair these devices, which is what Abrahamson, Hilton, they will charge you to repair this device within a period of 1 year. We are looking at making about, not us making, but the entire market is about 300 million US dollars. And obviously customers need accessories to decorate these devices, make them look beautiful, extend their functionality and all that. And this market is as big as 250 million US dollars. So if we do everything right, we partner with the right partners, and we make sure that we reach as many customers as possible, and we say, okay, fine, we have a substantial market share of about 60%, we are looking at making about 251 million US dollars a year across our network of stores and all the different channels that we reach our customers. So when we put these numbers together, you can actually see how much potential lies within this segment, and that is what is actually pushing us to pursue this particular market. And for us to actually reach more customers, solidify and validate our idea, we need to partner with potential entrepreneurs who actually who can actually buy our idea and invest in it, so that we can actually grow this business as fast as we can. So I'll hand you over to Mike again, who is going to take you through the different steps that are involved when we partner with you and how we set up the stores.
Okay. As you know that definitely there are some potential franchisees within you guys. And also it's very important to know how is it going to work, because sometimes you may say, okay, I'm interested, but I don't know how it's going to work. So I'm just going to try to explain to you so that you at least you may understand. Okay, first, the most obvious, we're going to assist you in everything. It's not just that we're going to give the work and a homework, say, no, you can just go and do it yourself. We're going to assist you on finding the location. That is vital for the business. I think if maybe you've seen there are many businesses that it just came and all of a sudden they close, it's because of the location where they open the store. And that's the major problem that I think most businesses have failed to do. Because if you're selling maybe, for instance, a swimming pool stuff, then you go and try to sell them maybe in townships, that business will fail. Because in townships, they don't have swimming pools, number one. Maybe 2 or 3 people have them, but some they don't. So that's going to fail. Then you're going to also help in terms of negotiating the pricing for the rent with the landlords. Well, that's us who's going to do that, because we've been doing that for a very long time now, and we know we've mastered that in terms of negotiating the price. And also we're going to assist with feasibility studies. And then in terms of partitioning and decorating the new store, we have our own carpenters who are going to come and assist. We also have our own designs. Then also we're going to assist you with the interior and the exterior. Also in terms of the stock, we'll help, as I said earlier on about the stock that you have to sell. We're going to help you with the most selling products, because I'll make an example. For instance, there was an issue, if you followed, between Pick and Pay and then EFF, where the former franchisee for Pick and Pay, particular black ones, they complained that Pick and Pay were forcing them to sell any type of products, which were the main reason why most of those businesses failed. Is because obviously they will give them products to sell which they are not in demand in those areas. So us, we're not gonna set you up on that. We're gonna help you to assist you with the products that you can sell. We're gonna select which products you know that are the most selling products, because we don't want to give you the products to sell that you're gonna pile there, you don't make any sales and you still have to pay the rent. And also we're gonna assist you. Okay, obviously it's all about the sell, the repair, also the services. We're gonna assist you with the training and using the web POS. We're gonna assist you with the pricing, because with the repairs, I'll say they're in demand, because we use devices nowadays and they break. you don't have to buy a new phone, as Abraham explained, that you don't have to buy a new device because it's broken. We're gonna help you with that. And also we're gonna assist you with the catalog, building a catalog, because obviously you try by all means not to have a limited catalog. We try to help you in terms of expanding the catalog. Then in terms of there are many channels, Enoch is going to explain them later, where we use to sell also. It's there are a couple marketplaces that you're going to assist you so that you can sell your products as quick as possible. And also we're going to obviously assist you with finding the good technicians, not just to ask someone, do you know how to repair, then they say yes, and later on fight with the customers regarding their devices. So we're going to assist you on that as well. Okay, let me check if yeah, I think that's sorted.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Now when we looked at the program and we tried to say, okay, fine, how can we segment this particular program so that maybe every entrepreneur, depending on wherever they are in their journey, they can actually see some value in what we are offering. So we broke the program into 3 main packages. So the first package that you see there is actually the offline package. So this slide is just to give an idea on how much it costs to actually join. So when I say offline, it's like owning a store. So when you own a store, you actually have access to the entire spectrum of services that PayCheap offers. So one of the things that you should understand about the cost is the store rental. So we're actually looking at a store of about 60 to 70 square meter, with a rent not exceeding 8,000 rands per month. But obviously that is variable, not just an average, but we also look into that, and depending on the location and what we want to do, the price varies. So you need to also look at the partitioning and decoration, because you need to decorate the store to look and have a certain feel, the PayCheap way. So also that is about, we're looking at partitioning, which is putting the shelves, making a really nice, attractive counter, and making sure that your store is very attractive inside. We're looking at about 45 to 55,000, depending on the site. The interior artwork, about 9,000, depending on the size of the store as well. The exterior artwork, which is like making your store really nice and beautiful outside with a nice PayCheap design outside. So that's about, it can reach to about 12,000, but again, it really varies. It can be just a bit less, it can be just slightly more, but it's on an average around that number. Now the inventory cost, which is the amount of stock that you need to start with, right? We would expect you to start with the stock on an average of about 65,000 to about 90,000, depending on the store size, obviously. But this, obviously, we are willing to give you credit, but this is discussed separately once we start getting the ball rolling. Also, the franchise cost, which is what actually comes to the franchise, is a signing fee of 2,500, which is a once-off fee. There is a marketing fee. At the end of the day, you cannot run a business if you don't allocate some resources to marketing. It's just synonymous to having a store inside your house. No one is ever going to know that you have any business running. So you have to market your business to attract customers. So we have a cost of about 2,500 per month. It's actually a very low amount, but we are looking at the fact that we are now leveraging all the other stores, so actually the cost can actually go down slightly. So there's also a franchise commission of 8% on monthly turnover. So on an average, we are looking at about 102 to about 177,000 if you want to have an offline store, which is really quite cheap if you do a bit of research on how other franchises work. Okay, now we have an entrepreneur who says, you know what, okay, I like the offline idea, but maybe I want to take a much more conservative approach to only be online because I have a few other things I'm doing. And what we are presenting here, it doesn't matter where you are, in entrepreneurial journey. It doesn't matter what you do. You can even be a lecturer. You can even be running an online store. You can even be in the property, like my friend Ebot. You can be also doing property, maybe running a guest house, like my good friend Mike over there. This is something that really can still work for you. We will take you through the whole process and train the staff. It will be more like a side investment for you that will be generating extra income. So if you say, okay, but I just want to be online only, we will set you up accounts on all these major marketplaces, maybe like the PayCheap marketplace, the Buy marketplace, the Load marketplace. We'll set up everything for you and make sure everything is totally automated. I also have my very good friend Egoman here. He's already selling a lot of stuff online. But I promise you, you can also join this program, and maybe you're actually pushing about 500 or a couple of hundred products. But by joining the PayCheap, you're actually having access to about 100,000 products, which can push through your platform, and we make sure we automate the entire process. If you are selling on platforms that the listings get expired, it will never expire because we automate the entire process. And you will have to sit back and fulfill orders and keep counting your money. And the other problem we want you to have is the problem of knowing how to manage your money, but not how to make the money. So how much does the online channel actually cost? It's about 25,000 once-off setup fee across various online marketplaces. It's 3,500 per month support and admin fee. And there's also an 8% commission on monthly gross sales. Actually, we're looking at making it 15%, but if you are here tonight and within a week you sign up to this program, we will be charging you 8% for a very long time.
You can put your hands together for that.
So how much does it cost again? So let's say you say, okay, fine, maybe online. And there's one thing I must also point out here. There's a certain point that we miss. When you join the franchise program, we actually allocate a particular category to you to say, you know what, we are going to help you to import a particular category of products. If you decide to say you want to always sell maybe microphones, we would set you up with suppliers overseas, and you import this particular product and supply it to the franchise. Meaning, let's say we have like about a network of 25 stores, you would be the sole supplier of that product for the franchise, which means you already have a ready market. You don't have to look for a way to sell this product. You bring your product, we take them off your hand, and we supply them across the franchise. So this package now is for maybe a person who says, you know what, I know you have all these things available, but I don't really have so much time to invest in terms of running the online channels, fulfilling orders, and doing all that. But I just I have this amount, I have this money with me, maybe 100,000, 50,000, 40,000, 20,000. I just want to order some stock, and then you help me distribute that stock. Then you can be a passive investor. So we sit with you, work with you, identify a product line, and then you import this product. Once you import the product, we source the product from here and distribute it across the franchise and also our network of suppliers, as well as the other marketplaces as well. And then you just have to sit down and count your money, do your inventory control, and make sure that the money that is coming to your account is exactly what you expect. The problem, like I said, we want you to have is the problem of managing your money and not how to make the money. So, so the cost of that is 15,000 once-off setup cost. Obviously, the normal cost we're looking at for this particular package will be about 65,000. But because you are here tonight, and if you sign up to this program within a period of a week, you will only pay 15,000 once-off fee, and then you join the network, and you can have all the benefits that it has to offer. Also, there is a 1,500 per month admin fee. Obviously, there's a lot of things that have to happen, and there is a lot of engagement with you.